Hello guys, how are you doing? In this video today we are going to be talking about 14 money habits that keep you poor. So the first money habit that keeps you poor is actually living above your means. You should always live below your means, not even slightly above them. If you're living above your means, it means you're not going to be mindful about how you spend your money. You're just going to be spending money extravagantly simply because you're trying to live a life that is not yours. Check on the lifestyle creep, check on your lifestyle inflation. If you're someone who's actually living above their means, you need to change that. Sit down and set clear goals on how you want your lifestyle to be, and ensure that the amount of money you're spending on everything is actually a little bit below the income you earn. That is going to help you make financial progresses in life, especially if you're someone who is chasing to hit the financial freedom really early enough. Another thing you should know is that if you live above your means, you're not going to save anything. It will be really hard for you to pay your debts, and you're always going to find yourself in situations that you can't handle. You won't even save money. Little income that you earn goes to your every expense, and you're even left with debts to take care of. This is really, really bad, and this money habit is keeping you poor. Another money habit that keeps making you poor is actually waiting for the right time for you to start saving or budgeting. If you're the kind of person who have been procrastinating when it comes to saving and budgeting, guys, this is one of the habits that is keeping you poor, because if you don't budget, if you don't save, there's no way you're going to make progress, and your spending is going to be really, really bad. You're going to be spending on things that you actually don't need in your life. So take your time, start writing a budget. If you are watching this video right now, sit down and craft a budget that is going to help you, control on how you spend your money. The budget that is going to prevent you from throwing your money in places that you are not supposed to. So start saving right now for that big goal that you have in mind. Start saving money so that you can invest in a really big business that is going to keep on multiplying your income. That is what you should think about. Stop saying I will start tomorrow. Stop saying I'll start next month. Stop saying I'll start next year, because time is precious and time is money. Another money habit that keeps you poor is actually not setting your financial goals. If you don't set financial goals, there's nothing that is going to motivate you to keep on working hard on your passive income streams. There is nothing that is going to push you towards your goals that you are thinking. Always set financial goals and start working on them, because those goals that you set, a small goal that you achieve, that is going to motivate you to keep on working on another goal that is going to push you to another step, and it will continue to go like that, and eventually you'll find yourself in a position that, man, I'm happy, I've actually made it, I've actually attained the financial freedom I was searching for. That's it's all about. So sit down and set goals. Set bigger goals and divide those goals in smaller chunks and work on them every single day. If you have your financial goals, it will really be hard for someone else to influence you. There's no trend that is going to come outside there that will push you away from your goals. You'll always be focused. You'll always be a man or a woman on mind. You'll always be someone who is focused on achieving great things. Nothing will influence you to change that. Nothing is going to take you away from this path that you are on. So having goals is really, really important when it comes to hitting your financial freedom. Another money habit that keeps you poor is actually letting others control your money decision. Don't let someone, be it your partner, be it your parents, be it your mentor, don't let them control your money decision. As long as you know you are on the right track, you're following your budget, you are actually making progresses in life. But if you see that you're not making any progresses, that's when maybe you should go to someone you really trust and ask them on how you can fix your budgets, how you can fix your savings. But if you're on the right track and you can see yourself making big strides, don't let anyone control how you spend your money. Don't let anyone control where you should invest your money in, because that is up to you. You actually know the goals that you have set. You actually know where you want to be in a few years from now. So don't let anyone else control your money decision, because it is up to you to decide where you want to be, who you want to be in a few years from now. Another money habit that keeps you poor is not tracking where your money goes. it's really important to track your money, how you spend your money, how you budget your money. That's really important, because if you don't know where your money goes, it will be really hard for you to make financial decisions that are going to put you on the right track. You'll be spending money anyhowly, simply because you have no idea how your money goes. So always sit down, track how your money goes, the money that comes in and where your money goes. You'll always be mindful about how you spend your money. So tracking is very important, and it's one really important thing that is going to help you level up when it comes to chasing your financial freedom. How will you budget for your money? How will you save your money? How will you pay your debts if you actually don't know where your money goes? It will be really hard for you to do that unless you have a track of where your money goes. Another money habit that keeps you poor is actually ignoring your debts. Stop ignoring your debts, because the more your debt stays, the more they accumulate. The more interest increases, the larger your debt is going to come. So always pay your debts early enough. Think of a method that is appropriate for you, whether snowball or avalanche, and work on paying those debts. It doesn't matter how long it might take, but if you keep the discipline of paying your debts every now and then, they're actually going to reduce, and you're going to focus on something else. So when you have no debts, you'll only focus on building yourself financially, and eventually reach your financial freedom early enough. If you have more than 2 or 3 debts, ensure that you use avalanche method of clearing off these debts. Start paying off debts with higher interest, and then come to the debts with smaller interest. This is to ensure that your debts doesn't increase as time goes by. Another money habit keeping you poor is actually taking loans to pay for things with no returns. Maybe it can be that you wanted to buy something, let me say a furniture in your house, and you're taking loans. You're taking loans to just buy furnitures for your house. I mean, that is really a bad habit, and that is keeping you poor. Stop taking loans and paying for things that have no return. Maybe you have a business somewhere and you want to expand the business, and it's already in a position whereby it's really established. So it's not a bad idea to take a loan and actually expand your business, because as the business expands, the more cash will keep on coming in. But if you take a loan and spend it on things that actually have no returns, things that don't add any profit in your income, guys, this is keeping you poor. So if you're the kind of person who always take loans to pay for things that actually have no returns, you have to stop that, because that is really a bad habit. It's just like taking a loan and go get wasted. I mean, taking a loan and go on a vacation, guys, that is one of the habits that keeps you poor. So you have to stop that. Another money habit keeping you poor is actually not having an emergency fund. If you don't have an emergency fund, a small financial crisis is going to turn to a really big one, especially if you have no emergency fund. Simply because you have nowhere to go and maybe take money from to fix the financial emergency that hit you. Always make sure that you have an emergency fund somewhere. This is going to give you peace of mind, and it will be easier for you to actually fix any financial crisis that befalls you. So always have a stash of cash somewhere that is going to help you. Impulse buying without the 24-hour rule. If you're someone who always buys things, if you're someone who is always on the purchase, simply because you feel like you needed something that it's really not that important, man, this is one of the habits that is keeping you poor. Before you make any purchase, especially if it's a big one and it's going to cost you lots of money, just sleep on it for minimum 24 hours. Think about it. If after 24 hours you're still going to have that feeling that you actually need to buy the thing, then go ahead and buy it. If you have this feeling that you want to buy something and you know that it's actually not that important, then just stop it. Just stop it. Always be intentionally about how you spend your money, and this is a tip that is going to make you really rich when it comes to how you manage your money. Because when it comes to money, it's all about how you spend your money. How you spend your money actually plays a really big role on whether you're going to attain your financial goal or not. So always think about that. Be intentional about how you spend your money, and this is going to help you level up really quick when it comes to hitting your financial freedom early enough. Another money habit that is keeping you poor is actually thinking that you will save after spending. You will save after spending. Guys, this usually gets lots of us, And if this is one of your habits, you have to stop, simply because it's going to be really hard for you to save enough money that are going to actually push you towards your financial goals. We have lots of expenses, and it's going to be really hard for you to save enough money. And in some cases you might even not save at all, simply because you spend almost everything on your expenses. Trust me, if you don't budget, you sit down and you start actually using your income, you might find out that that income is really not enough. And to be honest, there's no day you'll ever find out that your income is enough, because as your income keeps on coming in and you keep on leveling up a little bit, there are more expenses will keep on coming in, especially if you are not careful when it comes to lifestyle creep. So if you are saying that you will save after spending, guys, this is one of the problems that is keeping you poor. So you have to stop that. Always save your money first. Take a stash of cash, put it somewhere when your income comes in, after you have calculated your taxes, and save your money first and budget on the money that is left. I usually say that you have to treat saving like a normal bill. You have to pay it. So always prioritize saving, and this is going to help you, because the little amount of money that you save in every month, that is going to accumulate to a big income, to a big stash of cash that is going to save you, that is going to change the entire course of your life. It's just simple as that. You just have to have the discipline and keep on saving every month. Even if it's a small amount, it's going to add up over time. Another money habit that keeps you poor is actually relying on one source of income. So if you're someone who is relying on a single source of income, you are doing a really risky thing. You have to stop that and think of ways on how you can diversify your sources of income. Guys, let me just give you a short story. I had a really big website, and I wrote articles about lifestyle, especially relationship, travel. That blog was doing really well, and I had no other source of income. Since the blog was doing really well, I became comfortable. I forgot that a website can easily just crash down in a second, and you can lose your entire work you have been working on. So I ignored that, and I just kept on enjoying the cash that kept on coming in, and I never thought of opening another site or working on another project that actually could help me earn more money. It came a time last year in March, there was a really big core update, and it took down my entire site. My entire site was termed as spam. If it's spam, it means you won't get any traffic from Google, and 98% of my traffic came from Google. So just imagine, like that, my entire business module of blogging just went to fire. The good thing is that I had YouTube, and my travel channel that was actually had been monetized about a few months, and that one helped me covering some of the bills. If it was not for that YouTube channel that I had back there, guys, I will be in a really big trouble, because I was far from home, and man, it was really messy. Just let me tell you, it's just really messy. So it's always a good idea to have more than one source of income. So diversify your sources of income. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Man, I don't know where I had that quote, but it's actually resonates. Another money habit that keeps you poor is actually neglecting financial education. You are neglecting that money literacy. It's really important. So it's always better to actually spend a few bucks on some of the materials, that are going to help you level up your personal finance knowledge. Things that are going to help you keep on making money, things that are going to keep you building the stack of wealth. It's really important. So if you know that there's an information somewhere that you can purchase or you can use, to actually increase the knowledge you have about money, guys, go ahead and spend money on that, because that is a return. You're investing in yourself. But if you're someone who ignores the financial education simply because you think you know enough, while trends keep on changing, the market keeps on evolving, guys, this is one of the habits that is going to keep you poor. Another money habit that is keeping you poor is actually trying to look rich. You are trying to look rich outside there before you are. You are struggling financially, but you just want to impress people outside there. You buy a really inexpensive car, you buy a really big house, you take yourself to a really inexpensive destination, you're spending money extravagantly simply because you want to show people outside there that you are rich. But to be honest, you're actually not rich. You spend your entire income on those things that you're trying to show off to people. And this actually prevents you from saving. This actually prevents you from following your budget. And this keeps making you poor, because at the end of the year, you find yourself broke. You have lots of debts to pay. And actually, it didn't add anything in your life. So stop trying to look rich. Just live below your means. Be comfortable with where you are, but also keep on working to keep on increasing your income, because that is the thing that is going to change you. Stop trying to impress other people. Just live below your means. No one cares about the clothes you wear. No one cares if you spend $10 a day. No one cares about that. Always be yourself. Be true to yourself, and that is one thing that is going to help you grow and attain your financial freedom really early enough. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have taken notes on that, and I hope this video is going to help you to change some of the decisions so that you can hit your financial goals really early enough. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.